Hello everyone, it's Cherie. Welcome to my channel. I hope everybody's doing well and happy and enjoying the spring. I know we are. So today I'm going to be working in my journal, and it's getting very chunky, and I actually had to remove a signature the other day because I just felt like it was too big. So I've been chunking it up, and I wanted to go ahead and fill in these few pages here that I just showed you. So I just picked out a few pictures and decided that I would just do, a picture. It's not necessarily like a story per se that I'm telling. I just wanted to throw some pictures that I liked in my journal, and they're all taken at different times and of different people. So right now I'm just trying to figure out which page I want to go with which picture, or which picture I want to go with which page. And yeah, I'm getting that squared away. So this first one is obviously an old photo of myself and my mother and my little sister when we were young. And are young. I don't know, is 41 still considered young? I don't really feel very young. I mean, I do, but I don't, anyways. So, I just kind of, when I picked out my pictures, I didn't really have, a lot of the times I'll have, little bits, that I want to go with them because I'm telling a story, and so this time I didn't have anything picked out. I was just, winging it. And I was like, well, let me go ahead and put a doily down because I haven't used a doily in forever. And this one is actually one that you can find in my shop. And I believe it's in a farm kit. I'm not 100% sure. But I will leave a link below if you're interested in checking that out. And I liked the little chicken background, and actually where we are is at my uncle's house, my mother's brother, and he lives on 10 acres, and we would always go there when we were young and have big family reunions, or just go. Mom would just bring us there because she had 5 kids, and that's a lot for one person to take care of. So if she went to her brother's, she would just let us go, and we would romp around the 10 acres, and it's just such a I don't know, it's a good feeling, that reminiscing of being at my uncle's house. And, we still go now. We still have family reunions and stuff, so it's a lot of fun. But yeah, I happened to see this particular photo. It was on my sister's Facebook page, and I was like, oh, I'm going to steal that one. So I just downloaded it from her Facebook and printed it out. So, and then I was like, oh, maybe I'll use some, vintage wallpaper pieces and make a pocket out of it, or, do something fun. But then I was like, no, I'm not going to do that because I like this ledger. I'm just going to go ahead and write on it because I'm trying to not be too bulky with what I'm putting in here now. If I am going to be bulky, I want it to be like a really, really special kind of thing. So I'm just trying to make it, short, sweet, and simple. Just a little bit of layering here and there, and not tipping stuff in, or adding a bunch of pockets or anything like that. So I just grabbed this little scrap piece of straw paper, and it was actually embossed, and I put that down, and then I'm looking for a label, and I wanted to be able to write the year. And I know my sister, she was born in 89, and she looks pretty young there, so it had to have been 1990 or 91. So that's what I was like, okay, I'm just going to write 1990 or 91 on this label. And later on, when I go to write it, I actually wrote 1999. I was like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? But I just, tried to make the 9 into a 0. It worked out okay, I guess. But, it's for me. It's not like it's anybody else. So I'm okay with it. And that's all that matters, right? So, yeah. So I found a label that I liked. And I'm going to just glue that down with my glue stick. And I had added some little photo corners, some little black old photo corners that were not sticky at all, and they're peeling apart because they're so old, but I still like them. So I'm still going to use them. And then I was like, okay, well, let me see if I can find some sort of little happy quote or something. And I grabbed like I think they were like sassy quotes. I was like, okay, I don't need a sassy quote. But I found the other quotes, and that one says, "This is what family looks like." And I wanted to do just a little something else, trying to use up my stuff here. And that, I believe, is a Simple Stories sticker kit pack. And I think they're for like photos and stuff. You know, you put they're like really transparent, so you can like stick them on your photos. So I was looking at that, and then I found one that said #YouAndMe, and also a little heart, so I threw that on there too. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and do these pages, and then I will do my journaling basically at the end. So, and I haven't used these stickers in forever, and so it was nice to break them out and put them in there. And then I was like, well, I kind of want to put a little fun sticker on this ledger paper, and I have these like vintage book scene stickers of illustrations and stuff that I got on Temu, and I've been obsessed with them. I've been putting them all in my journal and just loving every second of it. They're just so darn cute, and I just love them. And then these are 2 sticker books. I didn't find one in that particular area, so I grabbed these sticker books and I was looking through them, and these are 2 of basically the same thing. They're just in a book, and they're squares. The other one has like long rectangles and circles and ovals, so it's like different kind of shapes. But yeah, these I also got on Temu, and they're just so much fun to use. So I just picked out a little sticker, and it's just a girl holding a baby in overalls, actually, and another little girl beside her. So it kind of matched the photo. So I went with it. So then this page, I was actually kind of fiddling around in my journal the other day, and I was looking at my pages and seeing how much more room I had, and I just kind of was prepping, and so that it wasn't intentional. It was just like I was looking at stuff, and then I had this little bear thing there, and I stuck that down, and then I had a little piece of an envelope that was torn, and I put that on the right hand side and glued it around so it would be a little tuck spot. And then that background paper is a page from the Granny Chic book, and I put that on there, and I was like, okay, well, it's ready to go for a photo. And yeah, so that one was pretty much, less work. It was ready for a photo. And then I just grabbed I have a little basket that I keep like, stickers and die cuts and, whatever else on my desk to use right at hand, so I don't have to go digging through my stash. It's just stuff. So that's what I grabbed, and I had a pack of, I think that's Bo Bunny, I want to say it's Brighton is what that die cut there is. And then I had found a little quote about a little girls, and I was like, okay, well, I know I'm going to want to use this quote too. And then these stickers, I actually did go through my stash and looked at my little baby girl stuff, and just picked some things out to go with this photo. And I really liked that adventure right there, and that's just a picture of my granddaughter in her front yard. She loves to go in the front yard and smell the flowers and look at the rocks and bring me the flowers to smell them, and she just loves to be outside. So I'll go outside on the front porch and I'll sit with her while she's, playing around with nature. And that was, they came down to visit me in February, so that was taken in February. And they're actually going to be here again in a couple of days. I'm so excited. Yay, the babies are coming home. So I wanted to try to find just like a little scrap of ledger that I could use to tuck in there, just to do a little bit of journaling on. Like I said, I'm not trying to go too crazy with it. I just wanted to, you know, do a little bit of writing. And then I'm just gonna take that sticker and that quote there and put it on the back. And let me see if I can't read to you what it says. It says, little girls are precious gifts wrapped in love serene, their dresses tied with sashes, their futures tied with dreams. So then this next page, this is another one that I stole from my sister's Facebook, another photo. And my brother had to take her to the airport because she was down visiting from Oklahoma, and it was last year, and he had asked me to ride with him to keep him company. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do that. So, I liked it, so I wanted to put it in my journal. And then I had this little, it's like a little canvas, a stamped canvas clock. And I was like, oh, well, maybe I could find something in my quote book about time and, you know, put that on there, like what a good time or good times or, you know, something. I was like, oh, yeah, that'll work out. But, and it's just been floating around forever. So I'm glad I got to use it. Just something different, you know. And then this is just a little book that I actually made recently. And I needed one to put words and, you know, phrases in, basically. Like printable words and phrases. And so I kind of dig through here and try to find something. And these little books, I'm kind of on the fence with them, you know, with the new way that everybody's doing it as far as the little labels. I like that it's so much easier than actually stitching down like vellum or, you know, something else see-through. But at the same time, they're not as tight, so my bits that I put in there tend to flop around a lot more and fall out a lot more than the other ones do. But, you know, it is a time saver, so I'm okay with it. So yeah, so I just picked out some little phrases, and that one says, enjoy the journey. Nothing about time, but I mean, you know, it works, so I threw it on there. I still like it. And then that page there has another one of those little vintage illustration stickers that I had just put on there the other day. I just liked it there, so I stuck it there. I was like, I don't know what's going to go on this page, but I like this sticker here, so I'm going to put it there. You know, when you have those days where you want to craft, but you're not really sure what to do, so you kind of are just fiddling around. But it works. I like it. It doesn't really have anything to do with the photo or the story, but I'm okay with that. So I'm just going to go ahead and put these little phrases along the top, kind of wonky. And the first one says, embrace the possibilities. Every day has wonder, and it is well with my soul. So yeah, so I stuck those down, and then I'm thinking, okay, I can go ahead and do a little bit of, you know, journaling right here. And then I was like, oh yeah, okay, let me go ahead and put a date, like a year. I didn't want like the day because I had no idea what day it was. But I was pretty sure it was last year, so I just stamped it on my little glue book to see what it would look like, and then taped over with some washi tape the numbers that I didn't need, and then just stamped it down. So then this is my last photo, and it's of my grandmother and my daughter, and it's actually an older photo as well. And I don't know, I saw it and liked it and was like, I'm going to put this in my journal, even though it's not a recent photo, because obviously I like to put older photos in there too. And I may have even already documented this photo. I don't know, because I do that sometimes. I'll do it a lot if it's a photo that I really like. But sometimes I do it with, not doing it on purpose, just that I've forgotten because, my brain doesn't work as well as it once did. My brother always says, my brain don't work good no more. So I just went through that little basket that I had and picked out some die cuts, and I went and grabbed a little paper doily, and then I wanted something for that bottom right hand corner too, to just kind of fill the page up, I guess. And so I have this other basket that has like flowers and different other like die cuts that aren't in a package anymore because they're just a few pieces, left from a package. So then I just kind of put them in a container and throw them in that little white basket. And so I'm just going to dig through here and see what I can find. And I go through a bunch of stuff before, or a few things before I finally find something that I feel fits nice in that space. I liked that Stay Curious and that flower, but I kind of felt like it was too big. I kept looking and I liked that, but it was definitely too big. And then I liked this little label here, but I was like, I already got a little space to write on, so I kind of want something else. And so I just kind of kept digging, finding different shapes and what may work. And then there was this flower, which I think actually is part of that Bo Bunny Brighton. I want to say it's Brighton, but I could be wrong. And I liked it, but at the same time I was like, oh, it's just kind of really big. It just kind of swallows that space there. And I really didn't. I like that paper, so I wanted that paper to show through, And then I think I finally ran across something. And it's just a little dictionary card, and it says a door. And I was like, okay, this will work perfect. So I'm just putting stuff back, and then I found one more thing that was just like a little tabby thing that said, love this. And I was like, that'll work too. So they're all different pieces from different die cuts, but they just, they work. And that is something that is really fun for me too. I love mixing and matching different things, different collections, different die cuts, and all that. So I'm going to go ahead and glue down my doily, and I want it in that same space. So I'm just going to hold half and glue on one piece and lay that down, and then pick it up and do the other side. And I'm just using my Art Glitter glue, which I am loving. It is such a good strong glue, man. I definitely recommend it. And then typically whenever I put my photos down, I just use my little ATG gun there, which I love that too. And then I'm just, putting all my pieces on. So so I kept it really simple, and but it's still, like, for me anyways, it's pleasing to my eye. And I used some bits that needed to be used, so I was glad about that. And I knew that on that label I wanted to write down that my daughter Abigail, she is my grandmother's 9th great grandbaby, and she actually has 11 now. 11? Is it 11 or 12? It's either 11 or 12. No, it's 11. And then now she has 4 great grandkids. So we got a big old family. My brother, 2 of his daughters had their first babies, and then my daughter has 2 babies. So we're just growing and growing. So I went ahead and did my journaling, and on that page I'm going to do some journaling, just like, just little bits. Nothing like a huge storytelling thing or anything like that. Just short, sweet, and simple. And then on this page, I just wrote a little note to my granddaughter and told her about how she likes to pick me flowers and play with the rocks and be outside. And I'll sit on the front porch and watch her. And then here's where I did my boo-boo and wrote 1999. I was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I did that. My brain don't work good no more. So yeah, so these are the close-ups. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that y'all have a blessed day. And I will catch y'all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.